my advice would generally be to not worry too much about it. I think Christmas is such a short period of time in the grand scheme of things when we think about everything else going on. And it can be really hard to avoid all of the sweet treats and all of the sweet foods that are going about this time of year, particularly if you're going to lots of parties and there's always something at nursery or at schools with Christmas fetes and celebrations, advent calendars. So your child might be having a little chocolate in their advent calendar every morning. And actually, that's not the end of the world. There's quite a lot of research that actually shows if we're very restrictive around those foods. So particularly if it's very what I would call obvious restriction. So the child knows that those foods are available, they know that they're there, but we're saying to them, no, you can't have those foods, you know, they're not good for you, they're bad for your teeth. Actually, a lot of the research shows that those foods then become much more desirable to children's eyes. And what can happen as they grow older is they kind of seek out opportunities to source those foods. So it comes from a really good place as a parent if we are kind of wanting to restrict those sugary foods. You know, we're doing it to protect their health. It feels like the right thing to do, but we need to just be a little bit careful about that relationship that children are having with food as well. So it goes beyond sort of the physical health, I guess, and we want to think a little bit about that relationship with food. And, you know, with things like sweet foods, if they're having it as part of a main meal, if you've got other foods from other food groups there, actually it can help to sort of balance things out a little bit. So can help to create a bit more of an even playing field. If you're brushing your child's teeth twice a day, morning and evening, you know, there's not too much to worry about if it's just the odd thing here and there. So if it's just at Christmas that they're being exposed to those foods more often, then my advice would generally be try and be a little bit relaxed about it. Try to create a level playing field, and not be sort of over restrictive with those foods, because sometimes that can backfire on